Hi there, my name is San Francisco Costa, and I am here in order to submit this video for the activity number two of my subject English conversation. Okay, so the main point of this video is knowing a little bit about the Steve Jobs life and knowing what are the factors that really matter in life. After doing the reading, I knew a lot of things that I really didn't about Mr. Steve Jobs. Uh, it is obvious that he will continue being a really important person in our lives because he really changed the world. Uh, he was this kind of entrepreneur that because of his idea, because of all his talent, he got the point, he got the key to improve lives for every single person in the world since the last year century to the rest of the humankind life. Um, but okay, he did it. He performed like different things, like really important things. He gave us a different point of view of how to live. Okay, talking about the devices that he developed with all his crew, obviously, like iPhone, iPad, the computers, well, the Macintosh, and all these kind of devices. So it is so important. It is so nice for us knowing that we have all these tools just close to us. So we are just going to a store and buying one of these devices, and our life is going to change. And obviously, there were a lot of people who tried and continue trying to imitate what he did. So he is like this kind of pattern to be followed. So that's so good. That's so beautiful. But in terms of his life, as it is said in the reading, uh, it is obvious that he spent it. hmm, sorry, he spent he spent a lot of his life in terms of his purpose, but he just like moved away all the rest of aspects that could be part of his life. So that's going to be like something to think about because obviously every single thing that we do in our lives has a price and we need to assume that cost. So it is going to be mandatory that if we want to get something, we need to give something back. So that's something that happens, and it is like thinking that our life can move to one place or to another, but it depends on our decisions. So depending on the point of view of each one, the main factors of life are going to change. So, for example, if people want to become successful, if people want to become professionally successful, they are going to need to risk his health, for example, and they are going to need to risk to the relationships that they have with their family and with people who are surrounding them. So that's something that happens, and it is obvious. But if the person doesn't want to become famous, um, he can do or she can do a lot of things too. But perhaps they will not have they are not going to be wealthy enough as they wanted. So every single thing in our lives depends on our decisions. So he made that decision, and that was good for him and good for a lot of people too, for all of us, perhaps. But if he had decided to do something different, his decision perhaps wouldn't be so important as it is. So what really matters in life, uh, from my opinion, depends on what what decisions are. So if we decide to do something, we know that we need to pay for that. So that is the point, and it is something that we need to take into account. So nothing is totally good, nothing is completely good, but nothing is completely bad either. So that's something that happens, and that this idea that we must take into account, that we must have into our minds and into our hearts. So if we want to get something, we are going to need to pay for that. So that's the point. Unfortunately, there in the platform, the video that our teacher proposed us was not uploaded. It was not working. So I watched another video, and obviously, every single person thinks that Mr. Jobs was a really nice person, but actually, as an individual, as a person, perhaps other people are not going to think the same. Because he was like very I don't know. He was like this kind of person who really liked to rule. So he ruled on others' lives, and perhaps other people are not going to love him. So that's something that will happen, and it is obvious. We cannot just assume that we are going to be like the person that every single mm, individual in the world will love. No, no. So I guess no, I don't guess. I am totally sure that if we are if we assume our lives, we assume risks, and we assume what we are going to need to pay for that. And our decisions will be the ones that will tell you if it was affordable or if it was not. So that is my point of view. For example, in my case, I am an entrepreneur too. So I decided to become to have my own business like 12 years ago, 14 years ago, and it has not been easy, but it has been the best thing in my life. And before, I wanted that every single person loved me, and it was so difficult because some days were not as good or as easy as others. So that happened to me, and it is going to happen to every single person. But if we just stay thinking that we need to be good all the time, and every single person is going to love us, and we like suffer because of that, we are going to we are going to pay for that too. And that actually is something that happened to me because I got sick. I got really sick because of that, and my decisions were the ones that took me to be able to overpass in that situation. So my life changed, and I am totally happy with what is happening in my life nowadays. And since I decided to change, my life did the same thing, and my relatives, the people who are close to me, um, they really changed their point of view about me. So that's going to be like the point. What really matters in our life is our decisions. So that's it. Thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoyed my ideas, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks a ton. Bye bye.